Hey guys, I haven't recorded anything because I have to get a break from the aftermath of shunning. I am putting my energy in things that I have to take care of today. Meditating on everything I went through with the organization and cult Jehovah's Witnesses is something that I probably have a hard time expressing. After I explained my mother the detailed information she wanted to know of how is it that in her watch I got assaulted so many times, she said that it's impossible, that not on her watch. At first I thought she was really caring about it. She just wanted to know if it was in her watch or when it was. When I started going through some of the people that she knew, she couldn't accept it. The only thing she could say was, "You're so full of hate. God love you and life is beautiful." I love life. I know there must be some kind of creator that loves me, I guess. I don't know. But it's not Jehovah. Because under Jehovah's watch, under Jehovah's protection, over 500 men, between 300 to 500 men, I don't know. It was an unlimited amount. And starting from my grandfather's, under Jehovah's watch, this child was used as a rag doll. So, still, the invalidation and, I don't know, the denial. And she wants to kind of like defend them that most of the people I claim were not Jehovah's. Well, yeah, most of the people I claim were not Jehovah's, but there are Jehovah's in between them and family members. What's the difference? Just because all 300 were not Jehovah's, that means that Jehovah's are saints? Five Jehovah's or 10 is already a lot. Because based on your information and your principles, you shouldn't even be imagining a naked woman. You shouldn't even be imagining nothing with nobody else but your own wife. For those who have a wife. And most of the ones, the 5 to 10 people that were Jehovah's, they were all married. So who was sinning? Was it the 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old little girl? Or was it the married men that were fornicating against their promise to a woman? I don't want to talk about these people for the rest of my life. I just hope that my videos are a way to alarm you and alert you that you are in a cult that destroys the essence of the purity of a child. Because if it wasn't for the Jehovah's, I wouldn't know what a rape was. Dina, all her brothers did what... If I was Dina's brothers, I would did the same thing. Probably worse. Yeah, Dina's brothers, those are my favorite brothers in the whole damn book. Oh, and remember that other one that slept with somebody's sister? I mean, he slept with, it was one of Joshua's brothers. I don't know. I'm all confused with these damn names. But he slept with somebody thinking he was a prostitute. She was a prostitute. She took his sealing ring as a proof of that night when she had the baby, you know? Yeah, that was another rape by a godly person. I have to dig in there because I really just kind of like, I haven't been in there, you know. Oh, if a woman doesn't scream loud enough, she's guilty. So I gotta scream louder than what I'm already screaming. And then they're gonna say, oh, you were having a lot of pleasure. I'm glad that more and more men are starting to notice that there's a big, huge campaign against feminine energy. And the Jehovah's are very dominantly masculine. Women are not allowed to teach. Women cover their head. I'm teaching, but I'm covering my head. If I don't cover my head one time or another, that's not my problem. It feels good to cover my head sometimes. You know, you're not allowed to get baptized unless a group of men decide that you're ready. I wasn't ready until after I got shunned over 20 years and sexually assaulted, and basically I got raped as much as possible. And then I was finally a repented sinner from all the rape. And then I was able to be baptized, only to be disfellowship a year later. So I was back on the boat of being disfellowship again. Shunned, ignored, no friends. I'm still having a hard time having friends. Nobody wants to deal with me because I'm so overwhelmed with problems. Then, of course, I always face the challenges by myself. I always survive every challenge by myself. I've never had like a whole team. And my mom will feel offended if I say that because she does feel entitled that she helps me a lot. But she also helped me get pregnant ahead of time and threw me in the street to make it possible. Allowed me to be in the streets at 13, 14-ish. Allowed me to be on the streets. I don't know how many times. I was sleeping in a doghouse on her name. I slept in my van in front of her house many times. CPS keeps being called on me because they see that I'm just alone struggling all the time and they don't see no support from the family. So they think that I'm problems for the family. But they don't understand that Jehovah's, they just don't help. They don't help. They don't help the poor. They don't help the hungry. They don't help the undressed. I remember I saw a homeless lady that she used to be a Jehovah, and she came and she parked. She sat in the parking lot waiting for everybody to leave the congregation, and everybody ignored her. Not even one soul went to her to see if she was okay. I had babies on my hands, and I was on my way to the car, so I just focused on going to the car. Because in those days, I was very focused on just protecting the kids, you know, like always. But there was a lot of people that had hand freeze. That could have, you know, I had a arm baby, so there was a lot of people hand freeze that could have done something about it. You're never going to see no Jehovah's feeding the poor at all. Not even for free, not even for $1 or $2. They have this policy where if you give somebody money, you might be supporting them to use drugs. So based on that, they don't help nobody. They will take what you got, but they won't help you. I'm gonna just do it like this short because honestly, like, I don't feel like talking about these people all the time. I can't stand it.